catch 'em all.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a random 2D drawing that I'm doing for someone that emailed me. They had a question about something, and we're going to answer it. Okay, so I'm starting to see more emails like this with people that are needing some help, and I actually don't mind that at all as long as I don't get flooded in my inbox. Every once in a while I like to do some drawings for other people. Alright, so here we go. This drawing has a lot of different radius and diameter circles. It also has a tan radius at the end in order to get this radius 30, and it's a little challenging. Alright, so here we go. So the first thing I'm looking at is the fact that we've got two circles here. They are 70 apart, two circles here, and then there's a 70 line at the bottom. Okay, so this is what we're drawing. What I would do first is I would draw 70 across. Those two circles are a radius 12.5. Let me just make sure that I am recording. I am. Nice. Radius 12.5, diameter 10. Okay. Sorry, I did that backwards. Diameter 10, radius 12.5. All right. So we got a diameter 10 and a radius 12.5. And then I'm just going to go ahead and select both of those circles and use copy. Grab it from the middle and put it at the other middle. And I no longer need that line. What I will need though is a line, so you can do one of two things here. Let's also make sure that in OS Enter you have intersection checked. I always have endpoint, midpoint, center checked as well, but you're going to need intersection for this part. And you can do this one of two ways. You can draw a line down and then go across, or if you want to do it a little bit faster, it's only like a step, but you could just take your line tool and go on the center and slide down as long as you have F10 turned on, and then grab that intersection and draw across. That's up to you. Then there would be no erasing of the second line. Okay. Alright, let's get that out of the way. Next thing, their question was, how do we get from here at A to here at B? And my answer is that you've got a radius 44.8 circle. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that circle. Radius 44.8. Then you have a line here, and it's this 120 degrees is actually going off of 0 because it's off to the right. So 0 plus 120 is actually 120. So you can do one of two things. You can draw out to the right 44.8 and then take this and rotate it 120 degrees, and I just grabbed that center as the base point. Or this might be easier if you just go in with the line and you click at the center again and you use polar coordinates and you go at the distance, which is 44.8, angle sign 120. So you get something like that. Alright. Now, next thing, we are going to do this part in here. Okay, so we're at this point, we've got two circles. This 5 is pointing from one side to the other, so the diameter is 5. Okay, so you can do a diameter 5 circle and a radius 10 circle. So we've got diameter, at this point, 5, and then we've got a radius, what was it? 10. Alright, so we get something like that. Next thing, we're going to need the other side. So we need this line right here, which is an additional 40 degrees. So it's actually 160 total. So if I go off of here, I can do my at 44.8 angle sign 160, and I get that part. That gives me a point that I can trim this off now, like that. Actually, I want it more like that. Okay. And then since this was a diameter 5, that means that this line is going to get offset 2.5 that way and 2.5 this way. So a lot of people don't realize that the offset tool is not only for just straight polar lines. They could be on curved lines as well, and it will actually continue that curve. So, it's just like doing it off of a circle. So if I did offset 5, it's just going to make this circle 5 bigger. But when it's a curve like this, part of a circle, it'll do the same thing. So offset, we're going to go 5. Sorry, we're going to go 2.5. And we're going to go 2.5 up, 2.5 down. That allows you to trim here and here. Let's see, we need the small circle over here, so that's going to be a diameter at this point of 5. We can trim that circle. And let's see, what's our next part here? Okay, so this line is important. Don't erase it yet. Because this circle was a radius 10, that means that to get to the outside of it would be 10 and 10. So if I take, and that same idea with offsetting, and I go 10 off of this center line up and 10 down, that also gives me points now that I can trim this circle, and we're kind of starting to take shape here. Okay. Let's see, do I need these anymore? Probably not. Let's erase those. We're then going to take a line tool. We're going to go on this center and slide up and just come across. Doesn't matter how far. I don't want to accidentally go here, so I'm actually going to just end up short or long. It doesn't really matter. And then you're going to do fillet, radius, and that radius in there, you can see the plus is radius 5. So when it asks for the radius, you put in 5, and you're going to go 1, 2, like so. Okay. We can also trim this right now. We don't need this line anymore, and then we've got one part left to go. So this part here is a tan radius, which means that the circle, the curve, is tangent to right here on this circle, on the big circle, and is also tangent to this curve. So what you do is you go down here in circle to tan radius. You're going to click the top of this circle and somewhere on this circle, and then it's going to say what is the radius. Ooh, I must have missed that click. Second click. What is the radius? Radius is 30. And that does not work. Hold on. Top of this one. This one. Maybe I clicked too far that way. It's got to be like in this region somewhere. 30. Alright, there we go. Now, trim, 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 trim. And you're good with that. And now you have your point where you can trim that. Boom. Okay, I hope this helps that person. I hope it helps other people as well. This was a nice little 2D drawing, a little challenging, and I appreciate you guys watching. All right, I will see you guys in the next one. Later.